All right, boys and girls, today we're going to be working on something that can be a little tricky unless you go back to something we're so used to. I know that we don't have the giant poster with all our story problem steps in it, so I've attached a copy for you on Google Drive. Keep in mind that as you're in Google Classroom, you can pop it up and open it up. If you want to print out your own, that's awesome if you can, if you have a printer at home to do that. Otherwise, you are more than welcome to write down your own copy and look back at it. Remember, using each of these steps is going to provide you with the most successful way to get answers to any story problem that we work with the remainder of the year. So today I'm going to start off with a story. I'll read it to you today. Maine school has 734 children. 156 children walk to school. The rest take the bus. How many children take the bus? So now that I've read that entire story problem, I need to think about it and I need to go ahead and take time to circle that important information. So as I am doing mine, I want you to think about, yes, the numbers are important, but where do they fit? And for that, of course, I've grabbed our handy dandy math fountain because we know there's 1, 2, 3 places for numbers. And since we have 2 numbers, we know 1 is unknown. The thing we'll be thinking about as I go through and circle the important information is, do we know the total that should be at the top? Or is that the one that we have the unknown number for? Let's start off with the first sentence again. Maine school has 734 children. I see that number 734. I'm going to circle it. There it is, 734 children. Now I can picture that along with that number. 156 children walk to school. I'm going to circle again, 156 children. Now, if I think about this, some kids are walking to school, 156 to be exact, and the rest, I'm going to circle that. The rest take the bus. So I've got 1 number, 2 numbers, and, don't know that one. I'll make my unknown number box to help me with that today. I want to switch colors just to make this a little easier to see. So we've got the number 734 children, 156 children walk to school, the rest take the bus. I stop and think, that number 734. Yes, it is large. That does not mean it always goes to the top. I have to understand my story to know if there's going to be a number that is bigger or larger when I'm finished that I'm looking for that might be at the top of that math mountain. So if I picture this going on in my head, I see a huge group of children, 734 of them to be exact, and then out of the group, 156 are going to walk to school, which leaves the rest. Don't know what that number is yet, but I now know where this number 734 goes. It goes right here at the top of my math mountain. I know that my other number, 156, is one of the add-ins. So I'm going to go ahead and add it in there. And then I have my missing number. So now I have a picture to guide me for creating my equation to answer how many children take the bus. So how many do take the bus? Well, let me see. I go to my math mountain. I know my number at the top. So I'm going to start with my number at the top. And then I'm going down the math mountain. I'm going to throw it in my cheater there. Oh, I got to subtract. Oh, wait. I feel a small song coming on, boys and girls. Yes, I do. I can't hold it back. I'm going to have to sing it. Coming down the math mountain, here I come. Coming down the math mountain, here I come. Coming down the math mountain, coming down the math mountain, coming down the math mountain, here I come. So if I'm coming down that math mountain, I am subtracting. So I have my number right here, 156. I'm going to line up each digit under the digit correctly in the number 734. So I see 1 in the hundreds. It's getting lined up. 5 in the tens. It's getting lined up. And 6 in the ones. It's getting lined up. Now I'm going to repeat. You need to be going down. So if I'm going down, I start at 4 in the ones and I go down to 6. You can't. If you're not sure, hold up 4 fingers. Not possible. I can't do it. So I guess I better add some more to my picture. When I'm adding to my picture, I'm going to be using that number at the top because I'm coming down that math mountain. So boys and girls, I'm going to create the number 700. So here's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 30, 10, 20, 30, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you do not believe me that you cannot subtract, go ahead and take that 4 down at the bottom here and try to cross off 6 of them. I can't do it. There's not enough. I need to get more. And the only way to do that is to go back to what we've learned before about ungrouping. So I'm going to go to the tens. So I have 3 tens or 30, just like I have here in the 10 spot. I'm going to ungroup one of them. Remember, that's not the same as subtracting. I'm changing what the picture looks like, and I'm going to add 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to recount this so you can see this number changed the way it looked, but it does not mean it's a new number. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 710, 720, 725, 730, 731, 732, 733, 734. Still the same number, but the picture's changed. And when the picture changes, I need to change things in the number to show it the same way. I still have 700s. I won't do anything there. I only have 2 tens now. I'm going to change that to reflect the 2 tens in the picture. I don't have 4 ones anymore. I have 4 plus 10 more, and we know that 10 plus 4 equals, that's right, 14. So I'm going to change it to reflect that change of 14. So here it is, 7 100s, yep. 2 tens, yes. 14 ones, yes. My number now reflects my change in the picture, and now, let me see if I can subtract. 14! Let's see, I only have 10 fingers, and I know 6 is definitely smaller than 14. I can subtract. So 14 minus 6, if you don't know that fact yet, use your addition facts. 6 add up to 14. So what would that be? If you said 8, you are correct. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That gives me the answer for my ones. Cool. I'm going to go to my tens. There's a 2, and I'm subtracting down. I go down. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I better go back. I forgot my subtraction. I got to subtract 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's my 8. Anyway, I'm going to go back now to my 2. Can I subtract 5 over here? No way. There's only 2 there. So I need to ungroup. It is the only way to get more of them. So I'm going to ungroup. I'm going to take one of these 100s, and I'm going to get 10 tens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I now reflect my change over here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hundreds, not 7 anymore. I don't have 2 tens. I have 10 of them and 2 more, and 10 plus 2 equals, that's right, 12. Now I know 12 is larger than 5, so I can subtract. I'm going to go back and I'm going to do my subtraction. So here we go. I'm going to subtract 5 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12 minus 5 would equal, well, if you don't know that fact, that's okay. What would 5 plus the other number to get to 12? What would that be? If you still are stuck, use your counting. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 7 tens. Lastly, I go to my hundreds. I have 6. I can subtract 1. I'm going to subtract my 1. I'm left with, easy. Yep, you got it, 5. So I have 578 children, and that would be my label. So friends, you need to use those steps. You need to go step by step. Pictures are going to be very helpful with understanding where your changes take place. When you change in your picture to ungroup to get more to subtract, you reflect that change in your numbers in those places found in your equation. Now, as you are working on these next few, I want you to think about those steps. So please remember to keep working with the steps. We'll do one more together. So I'm going to make this really big. Oh, that's not big enough. Let's make it even bigger. Now keep in mind, boys and girls, we are going to solve each one, but we must have those steps. Number one, read the entire story problem. Mr. Cruz has 750 yams to sell. He sells some and has 278 yams left. I'm getting a lot of pop-ups here today. How many yams does he sell? So as I go in, I'm going to go ahead and grab my pencil and I'm going to, circle important information. Here it is, 750 yams. He's got that many to sell. He sells some. There's my missing number. He has 278 yams left. Going to my question, how many yams does he sell? I found what I'm looking for. It's all about the yams. If you're not sure what yams are, they are also called sweet potatoes. But it doesn't matter. Even if you can't picture what a yam is, you know what you're looking for, and you're using math to find it. So I'm going to grab my handy dandy math mountain. Go ahead and create yours. I have two numbers, 750, 278, and I have a missing one. Please remember, I do not just stick this at the top because it's the largest number. That is not how it works. I have to think, is this the largest number that belongs at the top? So let me think about my story. I can picture this in my head. 750 yams to sell. It's a giant amount of yams or sweet potatoes. He sells some. So I got the big group. Some are going to be gone. Then he's going to have 278 left. In this case, 750 does go to the top because I am not getting more. I will have less. I go to my number here. The second number is unknown. My third number is 278. Seeing this math mountain, you should be able to decide what kind of a problem you'll have. Will it be addition or subtraction? I'll give you a hint. Look where the number is. It's going down the math mountain. So if I'm going down, the only way for me to get there is to use that subtraction symbol. Go ahead and create your equation. 750 minus 278. Then I'm going to go ahead and create a picture for myself, boys and girls. I'm going to go off to the side and do it. You can do it on the side. You can do it on scrap paper. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to do 700. Keep my picture smart. There's 500. Always keep those groups of 5. They are so helpful. Then I need 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Awesome. All right, well, let's go subtract. I have nothing in the ones. Yep, let's cross off 8 of them. Can we do it? Let me see. I can't. Which means I need to ungroup. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of these 10s and ungroup it. And of course, whenever you ungroup, you get 10 given to that new place value. So let me see. I have 10 ones. I change over here to reflect it. I now have 10 ones. I go back and I see how many 10s I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 5. I reflect that change over here. Let me check my hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Didn't change. Cool. Now I'm going to subtract. 10 minus 8. Well, if I don't know that one, I take 8, add up to 10. I think it's 2. Let me go in and do my subtraction in my picture to check. Take away 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I got 2 left. I got that part right. So again, I'm using my picture to help me guide my understanding when I'm not sure. All right, 4 10s. I'm going to subtract 7. Let me go over to do it. 1. Oh, boy. I can't. How do I get more of the 10 so I can subtract from them? What's that? Did I hear you right? Did I hear you say ungroup 100? You're right. Go to my 100 and ungroup it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10, but I also have 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have 14 10s. I'm going to change that in my equation to reflect my picture. Do I still have 700s? Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I have 6 instead of 7. I reflect that change into my equation. All right, well, let me just go here and let me just grab a different color. I'll do this one. And I'm going to do my subtraction. So 14 minus 7. Hey, that seems familiar. That's 7. Ooh, I think it's 6. I think it's 6. I'm going to put it down. Let me go over here and I'm going to do my subtraction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6, 7. So I'm going to have to erase what I did because that's not correct. I'm glad I had that picture to help me because I'll tell you, boys and girls, that's going to help me a whole lot when it comes to understanding when I make some simple mistakes. And now if I think about it, 7 plus 7 is a doubles fact I do know is 14. 6 minus 2. Well, these are pretty small numbers. I'm pretty sure it's 4. But I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to change it one more time. Well, let's go with something cool. And I'm going to do my subtraction. I'm going to subtract 2 of the hundreds. There's 1, there's 2. So let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 left in the hundreds. I think the answer is 472 yams. Let me double check mine by counting my picture. 100, 200, 300, 400, 410, 420, 430, 440, 450, 460, 470, 471, 472. So 472 in my picture reflects my 472 in my equation with all my changes reflected from my picture into the top of each place value in my equation to help me find the answer. So boys and girls, this is really important stuff that I understand how to do each of these, okay? Now, there's a couple left here, so let's go ahead and circle a few. I'd like you to do number 2. I think that would be a good one to do. I'm going to tell you skip number 3. If you do number 3, awesome. But I'd like you to go ahead and then circle number 4. And I'd like you to go ahead and do number 4 as well. And then take a look at the next page. This is page 334. If you're not sure, see, here it is, 334. I'm going to tell you, I want you to do number 5, okay? And then I want you to do this. Are you paying attention? Get rid of 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. That's right. And 10, 11, 12, 13, and this whole big thing on that check is all good. So if you go back and look, you have one problem for number 2, one problem for number 4, and one problem for number 5 to practice today. When you're done, then I'd like you to go on to your form for today and show me what you've learned about subtraction with 3-digit numbers when you need to ungroup.